Honorable Francis Sosu, who happens to be the MP for Medina, has actually said something that is quite controversial because Charlie, you say,
sit on Twitter and TikTok and make the noise and see whether noise creates jobs. Can you imagine if you're a young person and all you were doing is having a small Indomie joint? That gives you about, let's say, 200 Ghana cedis profit a day. And you have about 10 of those Indomie joints. How much are you making a day? That's about 2,000 Ghana cedis a day. That's if you're just a young person, that's what you're doing. Can you imagine 2,000 Ghana cedis a day? 10 days, how much is that? That's 20,000 Ghana cedis. In 30 days, how much is that? It's about 60,000 Ghana cedis. How many jobs will give you 60,000 Ghana cedis a month? So Ghanaians and young people must begin to look at entrepreneurship as a way out of the youth unemployment situation. Otherwise, I fear that we may just crash. And that is the honest truth.
make we start small businesses and then make we try to do something small, at least in our own strength, to sort of help ourselves before we go online to actually complain. And the words that he used was, we should stop making noise on Twitter and TikTok and actually find something feasible to do. But the noise that he said people should stop making noise, or the youth should stop making noise, it's not so clear because some people are influencers, and through the influencing and then social media, they are actually having very good money from that. But he said we should not stop making noise. I don't know the context exactly why he said we should stop making noise, but I would like to assume and give him the benefit of the doubt that Honorable was actually meaning that people that are complaining about the situation of unemployment, that he's saying that they should stop complaining too much and then find something profitable to do. Now, this is what he suggested, that there's something profitable now. He say, right, these boys make it them find and do. No, it's Indomie, And when you come to Ghana, one of the fast food that really sells is Indomie. Almost every area that you go, there's an Indomie joint there. So he is suggesting that he made a hypothesis, an example, like if you are a young person and then you have one Indomie joint, okay, 10 Indomie joints, okay. The 10 Indomie joints, even if one of them will fetch you like 200 cedis a day, okay, and then 200 cedis times 10, that is 2,000 cedis a day. So if you have 10 Indomie joints, that's 2,000 cedis as profit from the Indomie joint. I mean, obviously, we better say, and if you film near idea, but at least you will get something for top. Where he projected that, so that 2,000 a day, times like 30 days, that is almost around 60,000. So a month, you can clock like 60,000 from profits from Indomie sales. And he believes that with that kind of profits, plenty jobs for this country, they're not going to fit actually get that level of profit or that level of salary. So he will advocate for the young people that complaints, adores, Charlie, we for no yapping, yapping. The government, they find job, then things blow. I'll say, Charlie, long. He will advocate that, individually, you should try to help yourself in a certain kind of way before you expect the government to do something. Because from what he's saying or from how he's speaking, it looks like they don't have any like concrete plan to sort of sort the unemployment issue for now, from what he's saying. Because I say, it's more or less like, they don't have solution for the whole problem now, so we should try to find our solutions our own way, which is not precisely bad if you ask me, but I think it's the manner at which he communicated it that most people have gotten it wrong. So will you be okay selling an Indomie or going into Indomie business, or what do you think about this particular issue? But assuming that some of us that we are actually on camera and then we are actually influencers, we are trying to build content creation platforms and then media companies and all that. We decide to venture into Indomie business as a side business. So, okay, make us see something. Let's say at the count starts. Okay, make her do my calculation and projections. If me person me call Indomie business no more, I make her see. So what I go buy oil. Then I go buy Indomie. Maybe hungry man who said then get hungry man. Then I go buy spaghetti. Maybe the oil also be one or has it. No oil mature that vegetables. Vegetables. We are gas near the end of the sale. anything. Okay, me want a sardine. Say rich. What you say? Sardine, baby. Sardine, baby. Say sausage so to me. It's soon ho baby. Yeah. Not then basically, make me cry. I go fee add how you call them, bread, then egg. Yo, bread and egg. So be one ha. Yeah, Charlie. Faba. So this like this. You hear say me nya apron on. I'm the abomi musi. So me nya white apron. I'm the bomi when I'm the Indomie when I'm me wine ya me chiwa. And I mean so cape. I was a cooks no more cape. And I mean jaya no na mean boss na back. No me boss na back. Ghana focus. So mbeka say me nya me hona me be guy with Indomie. And can me trapping and can me chill. Yeah, be foul, bro. Anyway, but Udi I mean smoky no cause Ghana for bit me aka say obi a me ton Indomie na me guy omonto. As you say. So make us smoke that one for now. And me bomb me apron na. My dream if I verse I go me the adoma beto so na man prove me say Charlie Indomie. Yeah, ideas in it. Then what else? Then later on I go expand them. Then the 10 other places. And if I get some cool spots, it be like that. Charlie, I say because at the end I make can I say the be if me mobile. Me home so ti eja bi wo me mo eye dumo ano no be my calling be that me nya signal be say I say me home so ti the way you say no if me for instance I go do unless I get money then I go find some competent person then I go handle them give them you go we go we there on our own we say we go find us behind or in front of the camera yes so yeah the no and yeah pen no but sana the asma and say so I believe that in actual sense, we any the shebre. As you say, no, we all no go fit go do Indomie. As you say, no, we all no go fit do Indomie. You but into me a content creation. Everybody has their field. So I believe that in as much as what he said is actually true. I mean, we don't have to sit down and complain. We have to find ways to sort of make ourselves useful and not wait for the government because what if the government doesn't show up? I mean, what if the jobs because from how he's talking, I don't think that anytime soon the issue of unemployment, no, Charlie, a bad thing because I brought so what he's saying is not precisely wrong, but I think the manner at which he went about communicating by saying that we shouldn't sit on Twitter or TikTok to make noise sounded a bit like I mean, not so cool to a lot of people because most of the youth are actually online and people have different reasons why they are online and doing or maybe speaking the way they are speaking or maybe putting content online. So it came off a certain way, but I think that's an oversight in a certain sense. Maybe in the blink of an eye or in the context of the moment, and then maybe that conversation came up. So he was speaking based on what was coming to him. So maybe it wasn't that deep, but then again, but I mean, it's a good idea. It really is a good idea. If you ask me, it's a good idea because if you're able to set up these kind of businesses somewhere and you get competent people, the issue is the people that you get. Because right now, Ghana here, most people, they won't actually do things on their own. You see the issue. Obia peso ne boss, a crew, and entrepreneurship spirit in Aba. So sometimes finding the right people to actually become competent or sort of dedicate or commit to what you are trying to do is the issue. Because Obia person and a boss most of the times. So getting 10 different Indomie joints, Charlie, it's not gonna be easy like that, like practically. Okay, so what he said, I don't know about you though. I don't know what you think. Do you think that what he's saying is indeed true? The youth should just focus on Charlie. Then and hustle and find things to do, or you think maybe what he said is a bit of a pushback against the fact that some of the youths are calling on the government to sort of provide some level of incentive packages in regards to the unemployment rate in the country. So that's the hot take. That's the issue that is actually trending online currently. And Charlie, it's people have taken it very seriously, especially the guys on the media. They've I understand where the whole thing is coming from. I mean, the way he said it sounded a bit some way though, but I feel behind that there was some level of good intentions to what he said, that instead of us to actually wait for the government and then get frustrated or complain and then sort of sit in some level of negativity, if you can actually start something. But starting something also requires some level of capital, and also another case for another time, Charlie. So it'd be quite delicate, but Charlie, let's see how this thing pans out, because some people are also saying that, Charlie, we vote for the government to actually help solve problems. So if we are asking you on how to actually solve a problem, and then you go about sort of speaking the way you speak, then that's where most of the youth were not happy with, because they feel like taxpayers' money that they are using to sort of maybe, I mean, get some of these our wonderful honorables to the Parliament House. So we naturally don't. We are naturally not happy when some of these conversations happen the way it happens. But then again, I would like to sort of see the optimistic side of what he said. That he's trying to at least give some insight to how we can help ourselves before, even if there's going to be a relief package from the government before it comes through. But the way he went about it, once again, wasn't the best way. So that's what's happening with regards to the Honorable Javier Sosu's interaction that actually got the media talking. The name remains Donald, not Trump. And you know what? I'll see you on the other side. Peace.